Yo, it's TheGIBBYNATR. Today I'm going to be discussing the new and the final DLC weapons that are going to be added into the Black Ops 3 multiplayer. Someone's actually leaked them, they've done it on Reddit, and it sounds pretty lit. I've been expecting this for a long time, to be honest, because these guns have been in the game the whole time, basically, that the game's been out. So they're going to be basically taking all of the guns that have been shown up in the zombies that haven't been in the multiplayer and just bring them over into the multiplayer. So a lot of them are World War II guns. So it's just going to prep us for World War II, get us hyped for the game, and it's going to be good. It's going to be a good warm up for World War II and getting used to the gun. So in the background you've seen the STG. This is going to be taken into the bo3 multiplayer. As you can see, looks like it's going to be a really good gun. Nice iron sights, really powerful gun. If you used it in the World War II beta, you'll know it was one of the most dominant guns in that. So I can imagine it'll be the same in Black Ops 3. If I had to compare it to anything from using it in zombies, I'd compare it to like the HVK. It was really good in that. But then I actually thought, so the ray gun and the thunder gun, I reckon it's the end of BO3 now. Who's going to be playing Black Ops 3? It's going to be the end. So they may as well just go out with a bang, bring the thunder gun over and bring the ray gun over. So with the ray gun Mark II, they can make it so it's a one burst gun like the M16, but it just looks cool. It's just like a reskin of the M16 in ray gun form. And I was thinking for the thunder gun what they could do, because obviously it is super overpowered at the minute in like zombies. You can kill about 1 million people across the map without zombies. So obviously that wouldn't be balanced in the multiplayer. So I was thinking they could do it more like a shotgun. If you saw the TAC-19, I think it was, in Advanced Warfare multiplayer, now that thing, it shot out like sound waves, so it looks a lot like this, but obviously it was a shotgun. So I was thinking they could do the same thing with the thunder gun in Black Ops 3 multiplayer. If you think they would do that and you would think it'd be cool for them to do that, let me know in the comments. I'm hoping they do it, because I think that'd be sick. Imagine walking around with a thunder gun in like S&D or something, Black Ops 3, and just blowing them up like this. I think, and using it in TDM as well, going for a nuke with it, it'd just be good fun. It'd be something different. And I feel like everyone's always wanted these crazy guns in the multiplayer, because who doesn't want to use a ray gun against people? Like, come on, it's sick. And whenever people do put it in like videos and stuff and there's like hacks, it always gets loads of views. So I think it'd be a good way forward for them to do it. Just go all out. It'll just make Black Ops 3 end with a bang. And it'll make it fun, because obviously at the minute it's so slow. It's been and people have been just getting the videos out of it for 2 years, so it needs some new stuff, and I feel like that would just be great for it. And then, so the next gun that's meant to be going over into the multiplayer is the MP40. Now, a lot of people are thinking the HG40 is already in there, so why would they do it? But if you actually look, the HG40 and the MP40, they're different guns. These two are both in zombies. There's the HG40 that showed up, I think it was first in Zetsubo no Shima, or whatever that map was called, a really bad one. And yeah, so it's a completely different gun. It's actually called the HG40, and this is called the MP40. You're seeing it now in there, and it looks so sick. I would love to see this in the multiplayer, because the HG40 was actually a really disappointing gun. It was pretty damn weak, so just getting this over into the multiplayer would be really good, because it would just be another competitive SMG that would actually, like, it would compete with that OP XMC, the PPSH. It would just be sick. More of a chance of getting a good gun. So the next gun that's meant to be getting added into it is the Bloodhound. Now this is obviously Shadows of Evil. It's not a World War II map, but it's shortly after World War II. I think it's the 1950s when it's set. So slightly after World War II. Obviously these guns have they're given like gangster looks, but if you dim it down a little bit, I mean, they had magnums in World War II. They had guns like this in World War II. So I think it's likely they would add this in as a pistol. I think that'd be really cool, because at the minute all of the pistols in BO3 are like really, they're futuristic, and I like magnums. If you played Ghost, there was quite a popular trend that was going around where you would go for feeds in hardcore using the magnum, and I really enjoyed doing that. It was like sniping, but with lots of aim assist and a piston. It was just really unique and different to do. I loved doing it. So if that was an option again, that would get me hyped for BO3 and playing it again. Obviously, World War II, I can do that, and I'm going to be changing it up completely next year, boys. I'm going to be doing loads of different stuff, and it's just going to be so lit. Like, I used to watch someone called Cynical, and they would go for the cleanest feeds with a magnum, like no scopes across the map, quad headshot feeds, all that good stuff with magnums. It's different. Who else does that? So I'm definitely going to be giving that a go when this gun comes out in Black Ops 3 and World War II as well. So if you think this Bloodhound would be a pretty nice addition to BO3, let me know in the comments. I think it'd be pretty sick. And yeah, we'll move into the next gun in a minute. So this one's going to be a lot like the Type 100, but obviously, as I said before, this is in the 1950s, so it's going to have a different look. Like, the aesthetics are going to be different because it's meant for the 1950s era, but they can easily change it a little bit and it will look exactly like the Type 100. that was in World War II, and it was in the World War II beta for the Call of Duty game, and it was a really good gun in the World War II beta. So I'm actually thinking this would be a good competitor as well for the XMC. I reckon this gun would actually be better than the XMC. It's really powerful. Like in the World War II beta, I loved it. Thing was, it shot pretty fast, it had a lot of power, no recoil, and it feels nice. It's one of those guns, like the ACR from MW3, it just feels so nice to actually use it. But yeah, I think this would be the best one out of all these that I've mentioned. Let me know which you think is the best so far. Obviously, like the ray gun and the thunder gun, they're just out there, crazy things that would be in there. But I think the most balanced and most likely thing to be added in would be this. And they can easily change it to look like a Type 100, and I just think that'd be sick. So when these guns are actually going to be getting added, I haven't mentioned that yet. So obviously there's only 40 days until the World War II full game comes out, which is so sick. I'm so excited. So I imagine these will be getting dropped next week. Don't quote me on that, but I think it'll be next week. It could be some completely different date, but you never know. And then there's another pistol that's meant to be added as well, so it's a Luger. This is on Origins, it's the only map that has it. But I think it should be good, because boy, they would have spent so much time making, well actually they would have just copied and pasted it from Black Ops 2, but still, they can put it into the multiplayer, so they may as well do it. They want money, so they're going to put the most DLC weapons in the game possible, and I just think it would be sick to have another pistol again. Like, I really enjoy using pistols. I'm a bit of a weirdo. In hardcore with pistols, you can have proper good fun. But yeah, enough said about that pistol. Now, this is going to be what I think will be the funnest thing to use. Obviously, there's only been one DLC LMG, and it was a R70 Ajax, whatever it was called. And that was actually a really good gun, but it wasn't really good. But this thing has the potential to be like, what, you know, those LMGs that you just remember forever. It'll be a lot like the Dingo, I imagine. But just look how cool it looks. The iron sights are sick. Everything's sick about the MG42. So let me know in the comments what you think the best gun out of all of these would be. Whether you're hyped for this, or whether you think that this could just be a hoax and it's not actually these being leaked. I definitely think these guns will be dropping, because it's all the coding's done already. They can just bring it over into the multiplayer side, nice and easy. They could add some even more World War II guns, like the Thompson, for example. But yeah, we'll have to see, boys. Leave a like on the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video, boys. Peace.